Hello, Freedom Family. This is my 2023 wrap-up video, but also what to expect in 2024 from me, Monica Smith, or RDA, or the Global Walkout, or whatever you've been following, however you've heard about me. And I just want to say what an amazing year it's been. For me personally, I've been able to travel over 16 countries, and I've had almost 50 events within the Freedom Family, and it has been such an enlightening and empowering experience for me, and I hope that I have been able to give those experiences to other people as well. And the mission of me doing the tour, in case you didn't know, is to showcase to you, the Freedom Family, that we are many, we are united, and we are ready, because I truly believe we are. And the reason I do is because I've met you on the ground, in your houses. I've broken bread with you. I've had intimate experiences with so many Freedom Family members from all across the world, with different cultures, different backgrounds, different ages, different demographics, and all that sort of thing. And I can give you a generalization of the freedom movement around the world based on the experiences that I've had, because I'm blessed enough to have an international database, and also the lifestyle, no children and things like that, where I can actually have these intimate experiences with people. And I can tell you that there are so many more people in the Freedom Family than you can ever imagine. The reason is because Freedom people don't like top-down hierarchies with structures and things like that, because we all know that big organizations like that can be infiltrated and they can be corrupted. This is what we're dealing with a lot with these big organizations, right? So many freedom groups, they're independent, they're private, and no one even knows about them. There's 20 or 30 people in a small town and no one knows about it. And until a crisis hits us all in the face globally, we're not going to have to come together, because we don't need to. When there is a big crisis, all these groups will come together, and you will be absolutely blown away by the amount of people there are that are awake that you have no idea about. And think about this as well. So many people have woken up since all the crisis, since the mandates and since the border closures and things like that. And we don't know who those people are, because they don't need us, because there isn't a crisis, right? So they don't know about Telegram or Rumble or these community groups and things like that, because they've woken up after we started to really need each other for these things. So if a crisis happens, all these people are going to come running looking for groups just like yours, groups that I met and groups that I'm yet to meet, because I'm going to the rest of Australia over the next couple of months. So I'm hoping to showcase to the world as many amazing groups as I possibly can. And I will really be, I think I already am, an expert on the sentiments within the freedom movement, because I have put the effort in to really get to know people and to be able to say generalizations about the sentiments within the freedom movement and know that I know it firsthand. And I can tell you that this community is something that you should be very proud to be a part of, because we are not, like they say on mainstream media, crazy and things like that. I mean, every group has a few crazies. I mean, that's normal. It's like human nature. That's just what happens when you have big groups of people together. But I've met these people, and we're well-dressed, we're respectful, we have normal jobs, or we have families. We just want a better life for ourselves and the rest of humanity, actually. And the genuine intention, it really resonates throughout the freedom movement. Anyway, I went a bit on about that, but that's been my 2023. If you don't already know, so I ran Reignite Freedom and Reignite Democracy Australia, which were two large organizations with large email databases and lots of stress and pressure and employees and things like that, and deadlines. And in the about middle of 2023, I actually closed all of that down. I have no more staff anymore. And it's so great for me personally, because I get to do the things I love, which is being on the streets with people. I don't love being stuck behind a computer screen managing staff. It's not my passion. It's not what I'm good at, actually, at all. So doing this tour is exactly what I'm meant to be doing right now. I have, and just so that you know, with Reignite Freedom and RDA, if there is another global crisis or Australian crisis, don't worry, those brands are on ice, ready to be picked up again if need be. And it'll be even better, because we've learnt so much from the first 3 years of battling for freedom that we're going to be way better at it next time. So don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. It's just I'm just pivoting to something different. And as you can see, it's obviously a passion of mine. I mean, I've just really come out of my shell and found myself again after being stuck in front of the computer for 3 years and going to jail and things like that. So I'm on the up with my personal thing, which is important for what I do in terms of campaigning and stuff as well. It's so important to look after yourself first. We all know that, right? And I forgot about that a little bit. And I hope you also remember to look after yourself while I'm on that strain. But yes, so RDA and Reignite Freedom are on ice, but they haven't disappeared. And for me, next year, 2024, I have three goals. That is to tour Australia, and I will probably go back to Europe as well. That's the plan, because my trusty car with the bed in the back is still in Croatia. Number 2 is court cases. And number 3 is trying to get my book more exposure, because I only have the echo chamber, which I love, but I will try to get the book outside of the echo chamber. But yes, I have many court cases coming up next year, and I hope that I have your support during that. And I'm going to Melbourne in February, Victoria in February, South Australia in March, and Western Australia in April. That's the loose plan. If you have a group and you want to invite me to an event, it's really easy. All the information is on the website. I'll put the link in the description for that. But yeah, so far the tour has been very positive, and I've had really good feedback. I'm not going to go into that because it kind of sounds egotistical, so I'm not going to. But so far people leave feeling better than they got there, so that's a good thing. And of course I have my book, and I have Faraday bags as well, which protects your phone from being tracked and traced and things like that. And this is enabling me to actually do the tour, which is really good, to have something to offer, to sell, to pay for the expenses of traveling. Because I don't know, have you looked at the price of petrol? It is crazy. Anyway, so I hope to meet as many of you as possible. And my lasting message for Christmas 2023 is to relax and remember that you can have fun, you can have a normal life, and also you do not need to know everything about everything all the time, because when you jump down too many rabbit holes, you're stealing time away from your present moment with your friends and family, which is so, so important. Unless you can do something about it, you don't need to know everything about it. It's okay. I think it's really great to know a little bit about a lot of things so that you can have conversations about it and be open to like other people's opinions. But you don't need to be an expert on, for example, wars overseas that you can't impact, that you can't do anything about. So just give yourself a break. You're not going to save the world over Christmas probably. And if you do have an idea to save the world over Christmas, let me know. But likely, just chill out. And, I don't personally think now is the time to be trying to wake people up and things like that, because the crisis isn't in our faces. So that's why with my mission, it's all about bringing people together and working on what we already have, what we've already established, because what we have established since COVID started is incredible. All the groups, and I said it at the beginning, so I'm not going to go through it again, but let's work on what we already have, make it stronger so that if and when another crisis happens, we are ready mentally and physically, and we have the support that we need. So that's the kind of messaging that I'm trying to get around as much as possible. So like I said, my focus for 2024 is court cases, tour, and books, and I got a lot of that going on. So I'd love for you to continue to watch me and share my story, and I hope it brings you some hope and empowerment as well. And of course, I've got all the social medias that go along with that, and I'm doing Substacks as well. I'm really behind on the European one, and I'm going to try to catch up. But yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you to everyone who supported me so far, who hosted me and things like that. It's just been such an amazing year, and it's going to be an even more amazing year in 2024, because I truly believe that we are way more organized than any of us could possibly imagine. So Merry Christmas, everyone, and we are ready.